Yep. It always takes a second for it to actually start.
Yeah,
All right, it should be up now.
After it says it's up for you, it still takes a couple seconds for it to actually go up for people. There we go.
Yep. All right.
Did you change your delay settings again?
I made it low. I always do my delay settings on low. Why?
Because it feels like I have a longer delay again.
Weird. Yeah, no. I always make sure it's a low delay setting.
I'll shut you up.
All right, appreciate it.
Are you planning on doing anything specifically? Or is it just Darktide?
We're doing Darktide, but that's because we're doing our last 35 missions on Veteran, and then afterwards we're changing what class we're playing. So if you want people to know / anything, tell them to look in the community tab. There's a poll. They can vote for what I'm going to play next, whether it's a Psyker, an Ogryn, or a Zealot. You know, if they want to do something with that, they can. Cool, whatever. You know, it's up to them. If not, then they could just come hang out, talk, and, you know, chill with some Darktide with me, you know? Oh, so, what kind of ring is that? Is that, turquoise?
It looks like it has turquoise in it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I saw it. It's one of those ads on Facebook that's like, hey, we're giving these away for free. And they never cost them.
Yeah, obviously.
But I still think the ring is pretty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even if it's not actually being given away for free, I'm just like, ooh.
If we ever go up to the Indian reservation in Michigan, the Native American, indigenous, which one?
I think they prefer indigenous now.
Okay. If we ever go up to the indigenous casino reservation, I'll take you to their shop, and they do handmade custom turquoise jewelry. And we'll see if we can get one. They're only like $40.
Things that
So you'd want to watch them do it?
Oh, so this is a weapons factory?
I mean, yeah, watching them would be cool. I think that it's pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
The fact that they do it by hand and it's something that's been learned about, you know, for so long. It's always one thing when like something is culturally passed down to someone. It's always somehow
more impressive.
it's always somehow different than what they do. Like everything, almost everything they do has a reason and a purpose behind it. It's just perpetuated so long.
Yeah. For sure.
We go down here, we're not coming back.
Don't linger here. You'll reach the production line.
This ugly!
Come the touch flamer! We must drive them out!
Show them how it's done, soldier! Shut down target. Minotaur surprise coming up!
Alright. Dude, there's so many Reapers. Holy shit. Oh boy. Oh. Well, that was rude. Didn't need to come for me like that.
Big Muti's done for! Oh, that's the bomber gun! Tracks is green! Return fire!
You okay? Damn. It's pretty bad still. Oof. Hope you feel better soon, babe. Damn. What, bud? Yes, I ate a donut. Why? I thought I did. My bad. Yeah, you're right. I forgot to cover the donuts.
The overseer's office leads to coolant control, and the conveyor leads...
Problem was, I didn't know which one I grabbed. Like, it tasted like appley, but I didn't like taste any raspberry or anything. But I know for sure it wasn't apple and spices, so it was a weird donut. Oh shit! Everything's here. Crazy to think, less than 35 games on veteran to go until I have all the penances, and I gotta start on a different class altogether. And crafting still isn't out. Oh my god, there's so many enemies.
Might I petition you for some ammunition? If you have anything to spare, that is. Regulations E to 112. Counter drills engaged!
Oh my god. How many fucking Reapers are gonna be this match? They put on a Reaper only modifier? That makes me curious what this week's modifier is gonna be on Friday. It's gonna be interesting to start with that. Especially on a new class. Whatever crazy ass modifier they come up with. Like all Ogrins would be awesome. That'd be a fun one. Be goofy as shit. Bunch of bulwarks, bunch of fucking Reapers and Crushers. Ah, I didn't knock him over. Hey Cinder, thoughts on the pre-patch notes? Haven't seen them. Can you link them in chat? And then I'll... Really? Okay. I'll have to... Can you tell me where I can look for them? And then I'll take a peek after this match.
This looks like the overseer's office. Next up, coolant control.
Really? Okay. If you can't post a link, can you tell me where I can look for him at? And then I'll read them over real quick after this match.
accurately, if you don't respond to the link after you send it, make sure somebody can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, see if you can send a link. If you can't send a link, here, if you have me on Discord, you can send me a message there. You can send a message in the Discord. I'll make sure to take a peek at it, and then I'll read it over and see what they say, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I've saw anything of note or value that they decided that they were going to post or do or anything crazy like that. I know they said they were going to quote-unquote add crafting, but I think they pushed it back again. I don't know. Devs are a little weird. I'd rather they just release crafting and be broken and like completely busted and give us like broken-ass weapons and bunch of, you know, do some goofy-ass shit, but who knows, we'll see. It's a lot of weapon balancing, buffs and nerfs. Okay. Nothing better to do than look at it then, because especially if they're going to be nerfing some of our best in slots, then it's actually going to be kind of a bummer, because I literally just did a best in slot video for veterans and what they would want to be looking for on their weapons. Especially if they're going to be doing... Holy shit, dude. This is like the fucking 20th Reaper on this mission. But especially if they're going to be doing like buffs and nerfs, or if they're going to rework any of the blessings or perks or anything like that, then it's definitely going to be interesting to look at.
Don't worry about the technicalities. Your data interrogators know what needs to be done.
Post it, and then what I'll do is I'll have to just post a different one. I am killing Drew. How you doing? How has your quest to learn some new stuff been going? Dude, it's really fucked up when you cut off their legs. They really, like, suffer. Like, that one kind of fell over, but the other ones, they're kind of like, oh, my fucking leg! Honestly, you told me about the weapon and untouchable penances, and you fixed that. Appreciate it. I still need the 0 kill Fat Shark love letter eventually, but don't worry about that. Trying out the clip I showed you? What clip? I don't remember a clip, but you gotta remember, this whole week's been super hectic because Christmas and shit, so like my brain's going in one way and out the other, and then alright. Alright, come on, Thrud. We got Raging in League of Legends. Oh! Oh, okay, okay, okay. Good, good, good. Let me know if you've got it into a certain editing style you like. Or like took some of the suggestions I said and see if you like it. See how it feels. Test it in the waters with people, upload it on YouTube, and or just like show the streamer itself and see what they say. Maybe they'll like it. You're about to do so? Hell yeah. He's so lucky there was a wall there. An invisible wall, nevertheless. But he would have gone fucking flying out the map.
Ammo, quickly! Fix the data interrogator!
Something like that. Jesus Christ, how many poxbursters are there? Oh, James is dead. Rip James. Oh well, this means I get to pick him up. He doesn't message me, and he just said blow high moment, which just means blue shark moment. Okay.
You're done here. You'll find the crawling rods waiting for you at the base of the matrix.
Blow high, blow high. Oh, they already picked him up. Shit, I should have went and got him. That penance is really fucking annoyingly hard to do.
Our way lies in darkness! What's that barrel? Range is done!
But yeah, Razor, I haven't seen a link, so if you post it in my Discord, I'll take a peek at it there. It's weird that I didn't send it, but again, I'm pretty sure YouTube has a reason for not allowing links. I'll make sure to check over the
We'll just have to hold the line then, won't we?
weapon buffs and nerfs, see what they are doing,
No way back up. Frag into.
which is good because some of them definitely needed some love. I just hope the headhunter becomes viable because I have a really good headhunter that I want to use.
Precision fire! Yeah, I'm pretty good, ain't I?
Yoink. There's a trapper and a bomber. There's the trapper. You think you've been censored? You can't type in game? Odd. Can you see me typing in game? Huh. Weird.
Strange over here.
Go figure. But you can't see me typing in game either? Oh, shit.
This seems a lot of effort for a single manufacturer.
A 0.5% drop in Lehman Russ production would be sufficient to make this war zone irrecoverable.
Then this shall be our sacred duty.
Just stuck from last game? Weird. Can't find Discord, but patch notes should be on the Steam community page. Thank you for at least telling me that. That works. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the descriptions. I put them in the earlier videos that I've done. I guess we haven't been doing them in the... Oh, there's 2 muties. You don't copy paste them? Because that's what I always been doing with the descriptions. I would copy and paste. I had a link. Oh, yeah, for the streams. Yeah, you're right. Nah, it's okay. No, you're fine. Oh my god, why is there so many trappers? Yeah, no, that's all good. Maybe one day when I'm big, I'll have a Discord link specific just to my name. You know, I'll be able to have just, you know, discord.gg, you know, Cinderash. And I'll be one of the cool kids, you know. People will really like my stuff. I don't know. Probably not, but you know, it'll be there. No, I gotta go help that guy. Oh boy. I'm gonna try and help. Oh, hi, Trapper. Alright, I'm gonna suck one of these up. Alright, I'm gonna toss one of these down, get this guy up.
One day, I will see
Did they say what day they were gonna do the patch raiser? I didn't get to check the release date. It was supposed to be today, if I remember correctly. I thought Wednesdays were updates for Darktide, but maybe I'm wrong. Huh? Yes. But it's not like I really stream on Twitch anymore, at least. Yeah. It's just such a shame what they did to Twitch. It just kind of ruined the platform. Oh, it's tomorrow now? Alright. They delayed it. What a waste. Alright, well now that you told me that, I can tab out of the game real quick and pull up Steam. And then, found some issues. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Is it the community update number 6 signal update? Looks like it. So, did they say rejects community update discussing our significant content drop update? Due to a technical issue we found when testing one of our weapons, we're targeting this update to arrive tomorrow on the 15th. We've been reading your comments on Steam, those forums, and Reddit to acknowledge your request for more communication, transparency, and where we're at. Since launch, we've released a decent amount of updates. Incorrect. All of them have been about fixing crashes, which have been happening the entire time, and you haven't really fixed them either, because I still crash, and I have a top-of-the-line computer, but you do you, boo. You pop off. You say that you've been doing good stuff. All right. And improved stability for many players that need for more clarity in certain areas. Today's community update will focus on what is this drop, and with it patch comes they put 10.0.20. I hope they meant to put 1.0.2, but whatever, that works. As well as give some insight into the key areas we're addressing for future community updates. So stability, prioritize stability so all can play the game uninterrupted. We've identified several critical issues and are working on fixing them to getting them here. Doubt it, but we'll see. Give you a look at what the priorities are like from on our end. This is a partial list of every stability issue we're investigating. GPU-related crashes.
Yeah, maybe you might want to open it in a Steam window so you can stream it so people can read along.
Oh, sure. I could do that. I'll just pop up display capture.
Or display capture works. Alright, I have the Discord link. It worked.
If I turn off game capture, here we go. We'll do it this way. Alright, so we'll pop it up like this. It's not the most ideal way to read it, but I hope you guys can see it enough to read it along.
Yeah, it's actually not super bad.
Okay, cool. So, we're looking at stability first and foremost. We prioritize stability so all can play the game uninterrupted, set of full critical issues, but again, not probably going to happen for a while. Partial list of every stability issue we are investigating. Actively investigating GPU-related crashes. Unless your game just doesn't run for NVIDIA, I wouldn't see why it would be GPU-related. But, okay, again, pop off. Penances are not updated when users disconnect or crash during missions. Yep. That is a big one. It also is very common for it to be also known as a zero kill bug, where even if you don't crash or disconnect from a game, this happens. Where your penances just won't update. And especially your weeklies. Those are really, really bad. Players receive error codes 4008 and 2007.
Do you want to link to your Twitter as well in your videos?
Yeah, you can, although I don't really post on Twitter.
But you know,
I'm going to probably start using Twitter more, and I'm going to just use it for shitposting content, but...
I mean, anything is better. You might want to link your YouTube to your Twitter, because you have your Twitch linked right now.
Yeah, that's true. I'll do that. Problems with Twitch drops and account connectivity with Twitch drops. We are still investigating the issue, and our backend team is currently looking into possible causes. Again, I'm not surprised by that. They're not very good with getting other things linking to other things. Players reporting no rewards or progression are given after mission completion. The zero kill glitch. Yep, they acknowledged it. Okay, so true. You don't even need to make that letter to Fat Shark now. If
You
you're,
got 10,000 views.
I got 10,000 views.
Yeah, you got an achievement. It was 10 days ago, but you
Oh,
got it.
okay, cool. So yeah, you don't need to make that video anymore now, True. So the letter to Fat Shark about the zero kill glitch, you're good. You don't need to make that now. The letter to Fat Shark that I was making, you know, about the zero kill glitch, you don't need to make that video now. They're addressing it.
Alright, I'm just gonna go copy this and put it in all of the places.
They're apparently working on it or investigating it, so you don't need to worry about making that video now. So they're currently fixing contracts do not progress for some players. Yep, that's been an issue. That's a part of the zero bug issue. So they're probably not going to get that fixed or working right away. I'm not surprised, though. Various penances work differently than expected. Fixing this on patch. Pick and mix penances. They require further fixes due to the number of penances in the game. Not surprised. A lot of them are just awful penances. Server crash gate players. Yeah, understandable. Stuck in queue, position 1, again. Yeah, no, that one's terrible. Yeah, I hate that weekly overall as well. I'm hoping they remove it. So let's see. Oh, shit. My thing is lagging like a motherfucker.
I am messing around in your YouTube,
Okay.
so that might be it.
It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm just quickly adding to all of your
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Darktide achievements.
It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry.
The Discord and stuff.
Yeah. Patch 1.014 removed the timer from the Commodore's Ventures where players could purchase premium cosmetics via the key packs. Our plan for the shop is to give players more time between rotation periods before we reach 3 screens worth of cosmetic bundles. The timer will remain inactive until the first page is due to be rotated out, with the first 24 hours remaining. It's important to note that the store is on rotation to give players some variety while at the same time not creating clutter. Feel that unlimited store pages are likely to create confusion and a user experience. Incorrect. Incorrect. Sea of Thieves. They need to look at it from a perspective of people who've fucked with, like, doing this stuff and how to properly do it. Sea of Thieves. They need to look at it from a Sea of Thieves perspective. They have the new content on the storefront for like 3 months, and you can look at it. You can grab it for a discounted price. It's all good. It's all great. It looks great. And then if you want, you can look by section like they have it up right now, but you can go back through the logs of like what's the newest stuff and what's the oldest stuff. And they need to set it up like that, and then it'll flatten itself out and it'll look good. Yeah, they really do think we're stupid, but like they're the stupid ones. It's not going to be confusing. It's not going to be a bad user experience. It's going to be the best user experience you can offer for cosmetics. Is you show the new stuff, you keep the new stuff up, and then you push it into its back section, but you keep it on like page 1 out of like however many pages you're going to have for cosmetics, and then just keep it that way.
Alright, I think I got it all the way back to the first Toontown video. That's as far back as I'm going.
That's fine. Alright, so content drop. The Signal. This drop introduces a new map, 2 new weapons, one for the Zealot, one for the Ogryn. The new refine option for the crafting menu, the inclusion of private games, and the addition of 3 new conditions. I can say right now, with the inclusion of private games, that's great and all. It's going to kill the player base. Private games always kill things, unless you need it for something in particular. Because it just means that, like, nobody's going to want to play with randoms anymore. It just means, like, let me find anywhere from 6 to 14 people, befriend them all, and then only play with them.
Oh, I missed one. Yeah.
It also, if with the introduction of private games, with Penances, it's going to be really easy to cheese a lot of these Penances now. So, like, the no melee one, you can make it so that you go in with 3 people into a private game and you leave that 4th slot open. You go all the way to the end and then you bring a new person in. They get all that EXP, all those rewards and stuff. Is the Fat Shark one the last 2 you sent me? Yeah, it was the one with the little clip about how my money and everything else didn't go up after the end of the other mission. And at the end of the mission, I had a bunch of zeros. And, like, it just said the timer. So it was, like, 0 kills, 0 deaths, and then the timer. That was the Fat Shark letter one that I sent to you.
Ignored that one.
I'm glad that they're introducing new weapons. We need them. Especially Ogryns. Ogryns are kind of fucked. Their weapons kind of suck. They only have, like, good melee weapons. They have no real good ranged weapons except for grenades. So in Comsplex is up to you and your strike team to gain access to the Comsplex to get to the roof of the Archivum. Transmit a message to your allies in the Imperium. So that might be like an espionage mission.
Alright, I managed to get everyone except for the Fat Shark video. I just need to go do that.
I think we need a new lasgun, but with new numbers in the name. You're not wrong. To support the launch of Comsplex, we'll enable several conditions during this mission over the next few days. So, the Indignus Crusher is a 2-handed power maul for Zealots. The Ackless Power Maul is a 1-handed power maul for the Ogryns. Okay. Private play now available, teams of 2 to 4. Refine is now available. You can choose to refine a single perk, but it will lock the other perks. Perks in item card view will now show their tier through the number of whatever the fuck those are, next to the perk ranging from 1 to 4. Okay. Each refine action taken on a perk will see a cost reduction of resources. Okay. 2 new conditions. Hunting grounds. Rejects will have to fend off increased numbers of poxhounds. Awful. I want to fucking die already. That is going to be the worst modifier in the entire game, next to lights out. And then assault. More ammo, less healing, more enemies prepared to run. That one wouldn't be too bad. That one's not too bad, actually. Assault's not too bad. But hunting grounds, fucking awful. The problem is with, like, every video game ever, dogs are bad. There is no good way to make a dog enemy feel good about whether you're killing it or it's coming to kill you. Because the thing is, a lot of gaming and programs for stuff don't operate very well for four-legged animals that are trying to kill you. So like wolves, bears, jaguars, cougars, that kind of stuff. It's not a very good feel because they don't have an actual like moving box with them that feels good. It's a lot of like, oh, you know, I could dodge mutants and I could you know, do all this and that, but like dogs work so erratically because like their front legs and their back legs operate separately. But like I don't know how it works for this game, but like let's talk about Elden Ring for a minute, because Elden Ring, very good game, has dog enemies, but the dog enemies are just as fucking annoying in that game as this game. They operate on separate, different movement for the front legs and the back legs, and it adds for a lot of erratic behavior between them, because the front legs and the back legs can move independently. So, like, it's how you get those really sharp, like, impossible turns on dogs and stuff, is like, the front legs will want to go right, and the back legs have to compensate, but they want to go left. So, like, they do a complete, like, 90-degree turn instantly, and then they just kind of, like, bob and weave between everything. It's just awful. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 also had teleporting dogs. Dark Souls 1, Capra Demon's dogs, yep. Yeah. It's just really bad with how dogs work in games, and I feel like it's cool that they wanted to add hounds to this game, poxhounds. But honestly, if I could remove one enemy, it'd be poxhounds. They just fundamentally don't add anything of value to the game. And instead, I'd rather see them add another two-legged enemy that would be as significant as the dog, but not add in a factor that prevents me from being able to kill it reasonably every time before it gets to me. 90% of the time, I feel like I can't kill the dog before it pounces on somebody, and that's what causes a lot of issues. Yeah, yeah, exactly what you said. They're for rat assassinations, but they could choose something significantly better than poxhounds. Like, if they just removed poxhounds from the game would be significantly better, and then replace it with something else. If they wanted to add an assassin into the game, they can add in a two-legged assassin. Make it short, sweet. Make it, like, reasonable, but you can still make it erratic, and then give it, like, that same feel. Like, hunters. Hunters from Left 4 Dead. They're essentially what hounds are, but they're reasonable, and they're something you can manage, right? They were erratic, they were crazy, you know, but you could kill them before they got to you, or you could shove them, make sure that they couldn't get onto you. There's a bunch of ways to dealing with it. There's really not that many ways to dealing with dogs. You either blow it up, or you get a psyker to explode its head, or it just pounces on you. There's no other options. It's you kill it before it gets to you, or it pounces on you. Forehead. Total forehead thing to say, but like, that's like the easiest way to describe it is like, there's very few things you can do to kill it before it gets to you. So it's either you kill it with very limited options, or it gets to you and there's no other option. General quality of life. Chat window is now accessible on all loading screens during the outro, cinematic after a mission. You also have access to a Strike Team chat channel in the Morningstar. You can invite somebody to your stream. Okay. That's not bad. I appreciate that, because I wasn't able to type to people during loading screens, because I would want to communicate during loading screens. It was stupid that they never had that option or ability. Really stupid. Option to merge Strike Team at the end of the round screen is temporarily removed while they improve this functionality. Understandable. It was never really good functionality in the first place. Added the currency pack to the cosmetic bundles, so we can't scam people out of money or make them pay more. That's always good. Fix several cases that would generate GPU crashes. Fix these. Yeah, I doubt it, but we'll see. Isolated and resolved a rare issue that would cause contract progression during a mission to be lost when mission completion. If that actually is fixed, that's God tier. The thing about this is I'm gonna be salty as fuck because I did 25-ish missions on Malice difficulty without going down, and the highest it has to be is 15. So I did like an extra 10 because of the crash and other stuff. Detected in the Penance pick and mix. Not be awarded as expected. Okay. New localizations have been added for several UI techs. Alright, so here's the weapons. Chain axes and heavy eviscerators should now apply the appropriate movement slowdown on light and heavy attacks. Okay. That's fine as long as they're doing what they were supposed to be doing. Auger ranged weapons with melee special attacks should now change crosshair when using their special attacks. Okay, that's just a quality of life. Fixed an issue where players would stay in aim down sights while using a bayonet with Lucius pattern las guns, so the Hellbores, understandable. The Hellbores are dog shit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Fixed an issue where players would stay in ADS while using special attacks with the Acatrin, heavy las pistol, and the Quicksaw stub revolver. Not surprised, both of those weapons are also dog shit, so I'm surprised it took this long to get them fixed. Fixed an issue where the Psyker could not use the heavy las pistol weapon special while switching weapons. Not surprised. Pistols are dog shit, so I'm not surprised it took this long to figure it out. Should now be possible to cancel a reload by using the weapon special on the quick draw stub. Okay, quality of life. Autoguns should now more reliably interrupt other actions when performing a weapon special attack. Okay. Fix the bug where the weapon stagger and the control/collateral stat didn't work as intended on weapons like the Ripper gun. Not surprised. Nobody really uses the Ripper gun. It's kind of dog shit. Fixed an issue where players could use the special attack while ADSing with the heavy las pistol. Okay. Just, you reworded that twice into two different things, but you could have made it short and sweet and something else, but whatever. Fixed the bug where the Flamer and the Pugnacious Staff secondary attacks would not damage enemies if the attack was too short. Okay. That just means that Flamer's got a buff, and so did the Staff. If you do it quick enough, you'll still get attack damage out, plus the burn damage. And it used to punish you for not doing that, but apparently that was a bug, so that's a huge buff for the Flamer. So if I ever get on Zealot soon, I'll have a buffed Flamer. If I get on Psyker, I'll have a buffed Staff. Four-sword weapon special now creates a larger blast on damaging and killing heretics. Okay, that's a pretty big buff. Again, that's going to be good if I get put on a Psyker. Fix the bug where special attack follow-up damage on the combat blade did not scale with the damage stat. Not surprised, so that's going to be a huge buff. Fix the bug where the Ripper gun's reload can be interrupted such that you can fire it without a magazine. Not surprised. But it probably still counted out your ammo anyway, so whatever. Fix the bug where overheat only dissipated after having a weapon wielded. Again, not surprised. A lot of the overheat stuff was just awful. So, bolt gun. Added equip variations and reworked original equip to make the equip animations less repetitive and frustrating. It sounds like a buff. Fixed issues with snapping and unaiming while shooting. Pretty good buff. Fixed exploit where weapon swapping at the right time would result in a much faster reload. That's a debuff, but sounds like an overall buff. Tweaked the power sword. Tuned down cleave on powered attacks from infinite to simply very big cleave. 8.5 to 12.5 cleave range. So around 10 enemies. That's a huge nerf. Holy fuck. The power sword was only good because of that. That's going to be rough. Added damage fall off for targets beyond the third on heavy activated sweep. Scaled from 130 to 260 at targets 1, 2, and 3 and downwards to 50 to 100 at target 8+. Wow. That's a huge nerf. Thank God I'm getting off veteran soon. Holy fuck. That is awful. The only reason anybody used the power sword was because it was good. All the other melee weapons for the veteran are awful. Holy shit. That is awful. Why would they nerf that? Oh, God. I feel bad for veterans now. Ugh. That is... Ooh. Yeah, veterans are basically... We have no melee weapon now. Like, the power sword is still going to be the best one to take, but... We might as well just use a fucking Devil's Claw at that point. Darktide Discord said it's a nothing nerf. Those number changes are significant. That is the difference between a swing or not. That is an entire swing difference. So, like, where it might take 2 swings to kill something with a power charge, it might now take 3. That is actually pretty big. That is a massive nerf. It's still fine for single target, which is what we kind of have to use it for. Yeah, it doesn't look like it affects light spam. So, like, it's just going to affect heavy, which most of us don't use it anyway. But if there's, like, a big groups on, like, Heresy and Damnation, that's a pretty big nerf. And that's kind of what I used, was heavy sweeps on Damnation and Heresy. So I guess I'll just stay to light targets and just focus fire on just crushers and not really use the melee light spam. Or the heavy spam at all anymore. Yeah, it felt good. It did. You're going to notice a huge difference now, though. Tweak the Lucius pattern las guns, which are just the Hellbores because they're awful. Tune the charging visual effects to unblock view of shot. Good, because that was a huge issue. Push the ADS FOV to 65 to clean up the sight a bit. Good. Increase time until 4-shot across all marks from 1 to 2.5 extra seconds after a full charge. That's good. That's a massive buff. That is god tier buff. Good. Yeah, the Hellbore sights are awful, but these are really good buffs to the Hellbore. Decrease the ammo consumption on fully charged shots. The MK1, 2, and 3 are getting significant turndowns. Mark 1 is going from 9 to 6. The Mark 2 is going from 6 to 4, and the Mark 3 is 12 to 9. I didn't even know there was a difference, but that's a huge difference right there. Reduce charge time ranges until fully charged on the Mark 1 is 1 to 5 is now down to 8 to 4. Mark 2 is 0.75 to 0.3 down to 0.65 to 0.25. Mark 3 is 1.5 to 6.5 down to 1 to 5. Nice. Do I think the Hellbore might be on par? Probably not, to be honest. We'll see. But I don't think the Hellbore is going to become a meta weapon anytime soon. It'll get close. But I still don't think it's gonna tamper with the XII or the LA. Reduce chain time for the bayonet slash. Huge buff. Increased damage versus armored and resistance low charge. That's huge. Increased minimum charge scale from 30 to 40% power. Not that big, but that's pretty good. Reduced suppression sway. Very, very big, depending on how much they do, and same with the baseline sway. Both of those are very significant to the health of that weapon. Tweaked the plasma gun. Increased the clip size. Range to 75 to 150 from 60 to 100. Doesn't matter. Plasma gun still takes ammo, which is not how it works in the 40k universe. And I understand they want this weapon to have ammo. There's realistically no reason for the plasma gun to have ammo. So even if we're like ignoring 40k lore about how the plasma gun works and whatnot, I still firmly believe that it should be an unlimited ammo weapon. I think if it's going to be shooting all these like vents and you have to vent it, and it kind of is like a psyker in a gun. It should just be like how the Psyker works. You know, you have to time your charges, you know, but it does a lot of damage. I really want to see this weapon reworked. And it got significant boosts, and it's fine, but it's definitely not what it should be. But I guess I can't really complain that much. Pistol, still dog shit. The ammo reserve's awful. Increased the far range by almost 10. Doesn't matter. Pistol still sucks. High end of the base damage to 200 to 400, where it was 200 to 350. Again, doesn't really matter. It's still awful. Increased hit scan range to fix where no hits would be detected at very long ranges. Again, doesn't matter. It's a pistol. It's awful. Oh, they adjusted headhunters. Good. Reduced vertical recoil. It doesn't matter. It didn't have that much recoil anyway. Increased the damage. The damage wasn't the issue. The issue was the fire rate. So, headhunters didn't get what they needed. They could have kept the damage the same, and if they just increased the fire rate on the headhunter autoguns, it would have been better than this. The damage modifier actually just kind of makes this awful. It really, really just needed a little bit of love in just how fast the bullets come out. Heavy Eviscerator, increase the baseline damage armor mod. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous! Especially if I get to play a Zealot, that's going to be great. That's going to be really nice. Increase baseline impact armor mod. Oh, that is awesome. That is really good. This was already the Zealot's best in slot weapon, but they've definitely made it like that much significantly better. Increase the horizontal light attack damage up almost an extra 20. Ah, gorgeous. Increase diagonal light attack again, another 10 damage. Gorgeous. Ah. Eviscerator is just looking juicy as fuck. Ooh. The Thunderhammer also got some big buffs. Not to the impact mods for the Carapace and Flak, but they got... or no, they did, but... Oh, this one's bigger. They got theirs significantly buffed, too. Ooh. Ooh. Thunderhammer looking good, too. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Thunderhammer looking good. Still probably not as good as the Heavy Eviscerator in my opinion, but these are definitely high competitors right now. They also fixed bugs on the Thunderhammer, fixed the Lucius pattern las guns, fixed the bug where you can initiate weapons from a push action. Ooh, fixed the bug where you can initiate weapon specials from the push action. Ooh, that's gonna be great. That's a huge buff for the Power Sword and the Thunderhammer. Animation where snapping on aiming from the las guns. Okay, nice. I mean, yeah, it would be good, but a lot of people use the Thunderhammer specifically for killing monstrosities. So that's like the thing for the Zealot. It's like, when you're going into a mission, what do you want your purpose to be? Do you want to be the person who clears out hordes? If so, take the Eviscerator. Do you want to be the guy who takes care of the Ogrins and the monstrosities? Then you take the Thunderhammer. Those have always been like the two differences. But for sure, right now, both are very, very strong. And the fact that they got buffed again is just disgusting. Those are going to be disgusting. They're going to be God tier. And I think it's just going to further solidify the fact of what you want to do on a Zealot. Is if you're going to be the mobber, you take the Eviscerator and you're going to just fucking clean house. But if you want to kill, like, monstrosities and be a fucking Giga Chad, then you take the Thunderhammer. Zealot could go Flamer and Thunderhammer. Well, the Flamer is the best in slot for the Zealot anyway. Unless you want to be a veteran wannabe and then you take the stupid-ass Bolter. But I personally think Flamer and Eviscerator have always been very, very good. Because, personally, the Flamer's very good at melting monstrosities. So that's another thing right there that you could definitely do, is take that. Zealot's Preacher ability, Chastise the Wicked, could get interrupted if pushed by enemy attacks. Good, I'm glad they fixed that. Fix the issue where Psyker's inner tranquility talent would cause soldier coil speeds. Good. Fix the bug where being hit while lugging disabled coherency, toughness for 10 to 100 seconds. Okay. Precision targeting system. Good. Fix the bug where you couldn't perform heavy attacks with the obscure blaze sword while sprinting. Okay. Zealot Preacher would dash through an enemy for too close. Good. Fixed issues where some pickups could not be interacted. Honestly, this one's a little bit of a nerf because a lot of zealots use this to cheese. Alright. Enemies. Fix some issues where the Poxhounds could launch into the stratosphere. No! That was the whole fun of killing Poxhounds. Was they get fucking yeeted into the stratosphere. That way you didn't have to deal with them. Fuck. Fix some of the Trader Guard helmets that depicted 4 instead of 6. Who gives a shit? Move the Damon Host spawn, didn't matter. Fixed it so you can pick up some Diamantine. Good. Fixed an area where players could leave the play area in the Enclave of Barros. I was one of those people. I got shoved out of places on Enclave of Barros all the time, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Fixed an issue where Horde could spawn next to the players in the end event in the consignment yard. Yeah, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Fixed spot where players get stuck on the smelter complex. That was me. Fix the bug where enemy units are spawning in place site and consignment yard. Yep, that was me. Happened too. Fix the issue where players can enter a soft lock state in the prologue. Not surprised. Fix an issue where the Valkyrie would arrive silently during the end of the Enclave on Barros. Always did. I'm surprised that was a bug. I thought it was just because everything else was so loud that you couldn't hear it. Fix the scripture that couldn't be picked up in Refinery Delta. Obviously, there's a lot of scriptures that are bugged right now. And it's just not them just not being able to be picked up, but just them not spawning in general. Fixed an issue where monstrosities cannot reach the players in the Refinery Delta. Fuck, they found out. They found that place. God damn it. Fix the soft lock that occurred with levels with airlocks that players should join the mission while the airlock is closing. I'm not surprised about that. Fix the spot about the Enclave on Barros where enemies could walk through walls. There's a whole bunch of places where enemies could walk through walls on almost every map. Let's be real. They need to fix a lot of them. Fix the spot in the smelter complex where players could respawn behind a drop down, rendering them unrescuable. Yep. Fixing issues where players joining midway through Chasm Station could spawn in behind a now closed door. Had that happen to me. Fix an issue where one of the grimoires could not be collected. Yep. Could not be collected. Yep. Grimoires and scriptures have pretty much the same spawn locations, and a lot of them were bugged. Fix the railing on the consignment yard that was missing collision. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to walk over it and have to jump over it. How dare you? You can now reach the penance menu by interacting with newly added interaction spot in the hub. Lame. Who gives a shit? Fix the bug in the Sicarium where equipping a weapon with a trait perk makes the other equipped weapon trait perks not work. Okay. Fix the spot where players could get stuck on the power matrix. Yep, happened to me too. Fix an area where players could be thrown into an inaccessible area by a mutant on the smelter complex. Happened to me. Tweaking and timing added a few leads to the end event in the Enclave of Barros mission. Nice. Fix an NPC shooting without a gun in the prologue. I mean, who gives a shit? Some sound effects and animation fixes. I don't really care about those. A lot of those have happened to me where I'm like inside the floor or whatever. Various issues with cosmetic clipping. Yeah, it happens. Blind eye options to remove the information about the Cadia homeworld restrictions during the character creation screen. That happened to my character. I just ignored it. Didn't give a shit. Solved an issue where a psyker convict, upper body garb, crime of misplaced faith may disappear from the inventory view. It was never removed from your inventory, but may appear to no longer be present. Of course. Issue with restrictions on items would disappear when viewing an item in Commodore's Ventures. Fixed an issue with Ogren mustache only appeared during cutscenes or when observed within kissing distance. Nope, do not kiss the Ogren. Don't tell me what to fucking do. I'll kiss an Ogren if I want to. All right, and then whatever UI fixes. All right, so that wasn't too bad. A lot of good stuff. Not too many game nerfs or anything like that. That's it. If I have to play an Ogren, I'm naming him Kiss Me.
I mean, as of right now, you are going to be playing an Ogre.
Yeah, I know. God damn, my throat hurts. Baby, it's Crumb.
What?
It's Crumb.
Crumb?
It's Crumb.
Where's Crumb?
There's Crumb. There you go. You get a kiss, Crumb.
Oh my god, it is Crumb.
Why? Why? Damage, stability, ammo, and stopping power? And its lowest thing is mobility? An 8% range critical hit? Why? Why is this pistol god tier? Fuck this game. That's an alright. This one's really good too. Damage could be higher, but it's still not bad for an infantry gun.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Alright. Alright, so if anybody wants to play besides James, you're more than welcome. I'm obviously going to invite James again, but I have 2 slots open, so you guys are more than welcome to hop in. Excuse me. God damn. My throat feels so dry. Alright. There's James. And then we should be good to go. What do we got? Ah, here we go. Consignment yard. Nice.
Rannick's got a new job for you. Secure a supply train in Metal Fab 36. There's a second team ready to handle the actual extraction. You just need to secure the consignment yard. We need these supplies. So Emperor walk with you, and don't fail me.
Oh, nice. The fucking Ogren has the big ass chain weapon.
Kindly confine communication to operational matters.
If I heard Rannick right, this
I love it.
manufacturer provides weapons for half the subsector.
Nobody asks where their tanks come from, let alone how they are made.
If you can reach the production nexus, you can cut across to the consignment
Hola.
from there.
Hola.
You can hear me in chat now?
Sadly.
In the right place.
But hopefully I'll be able to start sitting in Discord with people and talking a lot more while I play games. I'm getting a new case. I got some new fans, and then I should have everything updated. I'll figure out why I'm a robot. I don't think it's my internet. It shouldn't be. I have like a gig up and like a gig up and down basically for my internet, so it shouldn't have any reason for that, you know. But I'm getting a new case, new fans. Should improve my computer. Like, I already have all the new parts. I just don't have a new fan and a new case, and everything in my case is a little cramped. So maybe just having a better case will fix things. Or, you know, when I take it to my IT friend, maybe he'll be able to piece together what the fuck Best Buy did and how they messed up my computer. So I think like between Christmas and New Year's, I won't be uploading or even streaming until I get that computer set up or fixed. And then once I get that done, I'll probably be back on the grind until January, and then I'll have to be on a month of bed rest where I'll try to get some stuff out, like just recordings in general and just other goofy shit, so there's other content. I mean, you already knew that, True, though. For those who don't know, True, in chat, is my editor. He does my video edits. I just make the shit posts, he concocts them together. Makes them coherent.
You're suffering, but a pale reflection of the Empress.
But I really hope I'm not on bed rest for a whole month. Yep. We're gonna be working on doing more editing and styles. See what he does. He's been kind of wanting to branch out and do more edits and try to get better at his craft. And I told him people to look at for their editing styles. Yeah, a lot of people are hoping it's Krieg. A lot of people have been asking for Krieg, so it just makes sense to, especially money-based items like cosmetics. If you have people saying, hey, if you put insert X into the game, I'll spend money on it, and it's like something everybody wants, kind of makes sense to put it in. Now, I'm like super new to the Warhammer universe, because I used to know all the stuff like for Vermintide before the Age of Sigmar shit happened. Yeah, it really is free money. But I started listening to like Wes Hammer, for example, about like stuff about Warhammer, just because like I got interested. Damn it! I got close. Oh, man. Allergies are fucking kicking off right now. My throat's dry and I'm sniffing. Oh, no. Thank you.
Stop moaning. Sickening! Engaging!
Alright. I'm gonna try and see if I can kill somebody here, because it's become a new hobby. It's just like a little haha troll. There's a couple barrel spawn locations right here that are really easy for shooting people off. Fuck, I shot the barrel.
The beneficent Emperor has delivered healing unto us.
This is Hadron. Data inbound. Continue. Defend.
Dead and gone. Just another day in the car. Practice one. Suppressing fire.
I still have to get my 20 headshots penance. I still don't understand how more people have done the 20 headshot penance than have completed 10 malice missions in a row without going down. I don't get it.
Make it count.
Stop bleeding everywhere. Even the Ogren can be guided to holy work.
The only thing I think of is like they had a recon lasgun, I guess. I don't know.
On the side favors us. Resuming up.
It's going down, period. Like if you go down on your knees like James does all the time in these missions, that counts. So like you can't go down like that. You can't die at all. So if you get blown off with a barrel and die,
Hey.
Stay out of my thoughts.
it counts. If you do this, this counts. So like if you fall over the ledge, it counts.
Karma. Oh my god.
Haha, karma. Yep, I had to do 15 of those for the little portrait picture border you see around mine. That's what I had to do. So I did 15 in a row, but because of the zero bug, or the zero kill glitch bug, that we saw in the patch notes, if that happens, then I had to do an extra mission on top of that. So like, in reality, it said to do 15 in a row without going down. I had to do about 22 to 25. Like I unironically was like stupid hard and difficult to go that many missions without somebody A, pissing off a demon host, or B, just going down in general.
Fix the data interrogator. An executioner could do no better. Get some healing, zealot.
Did he just fall over and die? Who killed him?
Do not be scared, little comrades. I am here.
Most gracious of you, large associates.
Yeah. Like, that's why I never told anybody I was doing that penance. Because, like, the community is, like, one of two entities. You got people like me who are, like, we're in it to, like, play and have fun and, you know, like, goof around, too. But, like, we only, like, fuck over our friends and shit. But, like, if our friend wants to do something, we're gonna help them. Or they're the complete opposite, where they're just complete fuckheads. Like, there's no in-between.
You should probably heal up.
Like that.
Yeah, even on Overwatch, like, when I tell, like, other people, like, hey, I'm helping somebody through with this penance, you know, like, can we avoid certain things, like taking 2 grimoires, for example, or, like, I can understand, like, me being a little bit of a fuckhead by asking not to take grimoires, but grimoires suck. The way that they work in this game is significantly worse than how they worked in Vermintide. And the fact that they don't want to change it and they called it a feature and not a bug is just awful. Like, I 100% believe it was a bug, and then they just, like, doubled down on the fact that it works the way that they wanted it to work. I don't know. I didn't like it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Razor. That's what I said. They're just so bad. And the rewards are awful for him. Yeah, dockets and experience, yep. And then you get like the weekly rewards too. They're just awful. There's no reason to take them. No reason to use them, no reason to fuck with them, you know? But I was like, hey, can we, you know, avoid doing like grimoires, or like, hey, can we avoid Daemon Host if we see him, you know? That kind of stuff. And like 9 times out of 10, there's always some fuckhead that does something or says something or whatever. But like whenever I say like I don't, you know, if I don't say anything like, hey, I'm taking this dude through for a penance, or like, if I don't tell them like what we're doing, they don't fucking pay attention. They don't bother. They don't give a shit. It's legitimately only to fuck you up is like what people do, because like they're not having fun unless they're fucking up your fun.
I need you to disable the Skyfire defenses. Let's give Masoji some room.
But before that, they were having fun for like, you know, doing their thing. They were just vibing, chilling, having a good time. But now all of a sudden they're not having fun because like they can't fuck with you. You know, it's just like, or you ask them not to fuck with you. So, all right. Oh, I'm gonna go down here.
So much for all that wrong.
That'll do. Help inbound. Try to be alive when it gets there.
Medicaid station.
I dodged it, but okay. Fucking down ticks. I still don't understand why they made their game run on down ticks instead of up ticks like a normal game. It's really silly to make a game run off of down ticks. It just adds in like artificial difficulty for no good reason. It's what makes mutants so hard to avoid, and what made like shoving dogs meta. Cause like you could shove dogs on a down tick and it would work the same as an up tick. But now you can't even shove dogs effectively anymore. still don't understand why they did that change. They really should have just kept it where you could shove dogs. Well, let's see if James needs a little help. Pull that barrel up for him. I love Ogrins. They just take the whole case of grenades and yeet it at you. That 0 kill thing. I really hope they do fix it tomorrow. If not, then maybe my video might need a little bit of an update. Think there should be currency sharing? 100%. 100%. There's no reasons that there shouldn't be sharing between your ordo dockets, your weekly, your diamantine, and your plasteel. There's no reason. Absolutely no reason. Because, like, what am I going to do with this? I got, like, 2 million ordo dockets. I can't do nothing with them on this character because I already have, like, my quote-unquote best in slots. I literally, when I'm not, like, running missions, I literally hop in. I look at the time. I'm like, oh, it's, like, 6:50 right now. All right. I'll go do something for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back, hop in real quick. I'll look. I'll browse. I'll be like, all right, is there anything good? Nope. Okay, moving on. Also think weapon sharing. Yes and no. There's definite issues with that. That are way more significant than just sharing, like, mats and currency. Mostly because, like, people will find a way to bug it out. So that way that they have a flamer on their Ogren, or they'll put like a fucking Thunderhammer on their veteran. They'll do something. People are fucking sneaky, and they'll find ways to do these bugs. Like, you remember the dark helmet bug that was going around? Because people would take their Ogren helmets and slap them on their veterans. You know, same thing. Their code is never tight. Like, even in Vermintide 2, their coding is awful. Like, realistically, like, I love Fat Shark. Fat Shark's great. They're awesome people. But they don't know how to code. Their coding is jank as fuck, and it's like the bare minimum you can expect. Of like a... We'll call them a AA studio. They're not AAA, but, like, everybody knows Fat Shark for Vermintide, Vermintide 2, and now Darktide. Like, people know them, you know?
Last stop in Fast here a long time ago.
Head for the center of Ragtown. There'll be an
Their bugs not... Their code's not great. Their bugs are great, but their code's not great. That's why they always have to, like, keep patching shit, even in a live service game. I understand that things are going to get patched, reworked, and always happen, and unintended bugs are going to happen because you change a couple lines of code. Completely understandable. But even from the get-go, their coding's not that great. So much so that they even recognized it for Darktide, and they're just like, yeah, we're going to delay crafting because we can't nail it down right. It's because they know that their basic dev team probably rolled some really god tier weapons without even intending to. They probably rolled up like some like 530 purples or like 530 oranges like from the get-go, and they're worried that it's gonna chase people away, where as right now what they're doing is kind of chasing people away, which is a sad issue in of itself, by just not releasing the crafting system in a broken state and then fixing it as they go. I'd much rather a system be broken and it gets fixed over time, and it allows for the old school players that have broken ass shit, because eventually the game's going to be based around who sticks around and who doesn't, because that's how all live service games happen, unless you're like Dead by Daylight, where you just bring in pop culture shit and then you gain a player base, but then eventually those people quit too. But essentially, that's like the whole idea of like a live service game, is you want to keep people around. And if I can't live out my power fantasy, then what am I even doing? Because ideally, like, your end game might be different from mine. Completely understandable. And it's cool, whatever. But ideally, like, for the player base, you want your player base to eventually get to the point where they feel like they themselves can play on the hardest difficulty with any modifier you throw at them, and feel like it was a worthy challenge, but at the same time be possible to beat.
There you and I will have to part company. Dedicate exists for a reason.
Overall fan base, but you know it's going to end up like Darktide 2, where a handful of in-game players. Yeah. That's kind of how like these games work. It's like how there's still a very large but dedicated community around what's it called? Left 4 Dead 2. There's a huge like dedicated fan base around Left 4 Dead 2. It's similar to Darktide, but it's not Darktide, you know what I mean? Like, there's no like weapon-based system, no crafting, nothing like that. It's all like mods, cosmetics, and maps. You know, it's just like, what do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy playing on, like the difficulty and all that? Like, that's what's gonna be keeping the fan base alive. Is James is dead again, no surprise.
Not sure it matters. He's in charge.
I love you, James. I'm just fucking with you. But that's what the whole thing's gonna be. Is at the end of the day, the fan base is what you got to keep alive, and the general consensus is like, we don't like some of these things, we want them gone, and then they either don't listen to us or they change it so that it's for newer players, or it's for other people that aren't going to stick with the game as long, and it's killing the people that would stay and not making them stay. Because, like, I know a lot of people right now are just waiting for the crafting system. You know, people like me where, you know, I got 12,000 plasteel, 5,000 diamantine, you know, 2 million ordo dockets. But I have like a, not an end game, but I have a mission that I'm on. You know, and my mission is to do penances. And I want to be, quote-unquote, the first one to be done with all the veteran penances. You know, I want to get all of the veteran penances done, so, like, it's a flex, and then I'm going to move on to a new character, and then I'm going to have fun with the new character, and then I'm going to do the same with this character. Just keep focusing on penance grinding, and then eventually I'm going to just have nothing to do, and then crafting will come out. Because that's fully what I expect to happen. Is like by the time I get through this character, which is tomorrow, I'll have all the penances done for veteran. And then on and then by the time the next part of crafting comes out, I'll have like my Augurin, or I'll have my Zealot done, or you know, whatever have you, that people vote for. And it'll just be that. But like everybody that I've talked to that has asked me to help them with like, you know, the on Overwatch penance, all of them don't even play the game anymore. I haven't seen any of them on. And like they still have me on their Steam's friends list, and I see like they're playing like Destiny 2, they're playing Vermintide, they're playing Back for Blood, they're playing everything that's not Darktide. And there's no reason for people to already be burnt out on this game, especially when I'm like the king of burnout, where like I'll play a game so much that I'll rack up like a absurd amount of time within a short amount of time, where like I'm on here like, you know, 12 to like 16 hours a day kind of thing, because I have nothing else better to do with my life, let's be honest. So it just, if they're burnt out faster than I'm burnt out, it's a pretty glaring flaw and a pretty glaring issue. Yeah, even like right now, there's not even enough people playing like this game to warrant it as a spot on my Steam's friend list, and it only takes 2. It's just literally me and James playing right now on my friends list, out of the like 60 to 80 people who have asked me to help them with penances.
Say the word, and I will scour every last heretic from this.
And he's also in fucking Sweden, so, you know, right now it's 7 o'clock for me. It's like 1 a.m. for him, where he probably should be in bed like a normal person, but it's James and he's not normal. I mean, look at him, he plays a psyker.
But that's hardly a sustainable approach.
I'm a nightcrawler.
What's up? Yeah, did you vote for psyker? How dare you?
I want to see you play a psyker.
Why do you want me to
don't
play a
vote for that.
psyker? No.
Of course I voted for Psyker.
Psyker.
No voting for psychers.
I'm gonna go send this to everybody and just tell them to vote for psyker with no.
Eliminating primary target!
I won't be surprised by that.
Everybody vote for Psyker now. Do it now.
Therefore, it's not voter fraud like James wants to do. James and his voter fraud.
Thank you, Razor.
No. You don't vote for psycher here. We don't vote for psychers here. It's still losing.
I don't care.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I have plenty of people if I just send them in to say, hey, vote for psyker.
You were not wrong. The worst part is, it's like, if you sent that to people and just said, hey, vote for this, they wouldn't. But the second you said to do it to fuck with Cinder, they would. No. No! No! No, I don't want to play Psyker.
I will start an insurrection.
No! No! Don't vote for Psyker. No! No! No!
Someone help Big Man!
Glorious days lie before us. We few are chosen for holy purpose, in service to the God Emperor. If the path to redemption were simple, the spiritual rewards would ne'er taste so sweet. Fresh shotgunner!
Rangers and Gunner! Not so noisy now! Found a switch!
Oh, we should use this refresh light for prayer.
I forgot, what mission are we doing? Or is it the strike mission? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Look out! Ranger!
I still don't understand. Probably because I'm not super big into the lore, but like every like other female I meet is either called Melisandre or Meredith. And, like there's quite a bit of like males with the same name too. It's just like I'm wondering if they're like lore accurate like names or something. Or like there's just like a really famous insert psyker like shooty McShooter face here or etc. Everybody knows, and it's just like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna use that as the lore accurate character name. It's like with Ogrins. Ogrins all have like the same like 5-letter or below names, like Crumb, Bonk, Dorothy. Dorothy's actually 6 letters though, but you know what I mean. It's probably the only female Ogren we'll ever see in our life. Dorothy.
Time to work. Set the autoclave running, but don't let the demon interfere.
Dr. Thigh. Dr. Thigh. Stop causing insurrections for psyker votes.
Not any of that.
Engaging!
Getting word out about the superiority of
It has
Cypher
begun.
playthrough of how
Fuck.
Why?
Got the Ranger!
Why is it funny, huh? That's rude. You just want to see me suffer. I understand you've been suffering for 3 weeks, alright? But you don't see me. Shut the fuck up. No, I don't. James, you let him go. No, I was supposed to pick him up. James, what the fuck? James! That was my pickup. Me.
Okay. So, who needs to play Cypher?
Oh, heaven forbid I made you a year younger than you are.
No. 28 years.
You have been. Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Should have sent a proper soldier.
Eh, it's close enough. Yeah.
I was actually pretty happy about it.
Yeah. And it's all because 789.
I mean, we don't know that for sure. We gotta wait till the actual
Yeah, you're right. Her accounting forensics. She has to figure out the mystery of why 6 is afraid of 7. Did 7 actually eat 9? 6 and 9 do some shady business together. Doo doo. You're such a child. A Minecraft YouTuber? Yep. Hey guys, get ready for my next new series. It's gonna be called Minecraft Hardcore Edition. Giggity. Because I'm about to be doing hard time. Alright, time to get out of here. Can't wait for James to die before he gets on the ship. Oh, he's actually up here for once. He's usually down there dying. Ah, Dorothy's fine. Dorothy's an Ogren. God damn it. That close-up of Dorothy's face as they fly off.
I'm not dying, you're dying.
Okay, it is officially post 7 p.m., so we could check our limited time acquisitions and see that we got dog shit. A lot of dog shit. All the dog shit.
Nothing to say. Never mind. We'll drink together. How may this
409 braced. That could have been good. If it was just a little bit better.
I should randomly share a link to your community post on Facebook.
Rude. I can run another consignment yard. Did you know in Sweden, they have the Swedish fish. They don't call them Swedish fish, obviously. They're just called gummy fish. But they get variety packs. Like, they have the red ones. And then they have different colors with different flavors. We don't get those. We just get the red ones. This is bullshit. Hi, Serix. You're a nerd.
Tomorrow, we need you in the wardroom.
Eh? Let me get this lot underway and I'll be right with you.
Here.
My wallet is still upstairs.
That's fine. You now have your credit card back at least, and it is no longer my responsibility. The world needs more Ogrins. I agree. We need more Ogrins. You guys should vote Ogrin. There's not enough Ogrins playing this game.
I just think Psyker would be hilarious.
Nope.
The heretics are getting ready to move the supply train out of Manufactorum HL 1736.
Nope.
Now, we can't have
I'm gonna suffer on Ogrin too.
we could use those supplies for ourselves. So you're gonna get in there, secure a foothold, and wait for reinforcements to come take the goods off your hands. Understand?
He's actually using the plasma gun? What a Chad.
Never did enjoy sentry duty myself. Safer than where we're going, mind.
We all have our part to play in the Omnissiah's holy design.
We light this fire with faith.
Yeah, the load screen.
Production nexus. You can reach the consignment yard from there.
Bro, there's 2 Reapers. Oh, fuck.
Engaging critical target. Beneficent Emperor, reward these faithful servants for their toil.
God, I'm gonna miss that. Yeah, they're buffing the plasma, but they're not making it as significant of a buff as it should be. Like, just removing ammo in general. But whatever. I'm just happy it's getting at least a buff for tomorrow.
Here we go. Barrel's going. Get out of there. Can't miss. Won't miss. A moment. I'm reloading.
Probably good in coupled with the fact that Veteran has a passive that gives ammo per elite kill. So Veteran can't have a gun without ammo. I mean, probably. Again, it's just core coding.
You have led us awry.
Again, they should have it where the plasma gun doesn't have ammo. Whatever. They didn't have to give it to the Veteran, but I still don't think it should have had ammo to begin with. Just because, again, not from a lore standpoint, just from a realistic standpoint. The gun essentially functions like a Psyker Brain Burst. It just has the ability to ramp up its damage unlike a Psyker, because they nerfed the fuck out of Psykers. They did you guys dirty. There was no reason to nerf Psykers the way they did. They were just worried that they would become too powerful in the meta, but like, even with how strong the Psykers were, people were playing Psyker because they liked it, not because it was strong. People would play Veteran because it's strong, not because it's fun. I played veteran because it was fun, and I thought it was a challenge because it made sense. Especially with that 100% ammo penance, but you know, Psyker also has some bullshit penances that aren't fun but are challenging. Full-size bolter to the Ogryn? I'm surprised they never gave the Ogryn a bolter. They really should give the Ogryn a bolter. They, like, if anybody should be able to fucking use a bolter, it'd be an Ogryn. Not a scrawny little cunt named fucking Ash.
Oh, of course they found cover.
Try ideal setup to clear, say, Damnation High Intensity Endless Horde. For what? Veteran? Definitely not my build.
Perhaps we will not be martyrs today. I shall smite you.
If it gets lower caliber bolter pistol, arms would break if we use the same ones as the Space Marine. Yep. Team composition. Team composition. Unironically, 2 zealots, 1 veteran, 1 Ogryn. I've seen some really good psychers though. I had this one friend I met yesterday. He was super chill, very nice. He played psycher, but he was basically a CC bot the entire time for his friend who was playing zealot. So it just kind of depends on what you want. I personally don't see a need for the CC as much. So you could do 2 zealots, 1 Ogryn, 1 veteran, or you could do 2 zealots, 1 psycher, 1 veteran. And then have the 2 psychers with 1 with an eviscerator, 1 with a thunderhammer, and then the veteran, I'd either have him take a bolter or a recon lasgun. Psyker has to take the electric staff. And then the Ogryn would have to take either a sword, or take the shield, or take the big fucking knife with the grenade launcher.
Let this grenade obliterate our foe. Striking sight.
Let's get James up. Shield always, not always. The knife is actually pretty fucking good. That big ass, like,
Through pain.
dumbass knife. If you get toughness regen on combo hits, it's really disgusting. Makes you really tanky. The high intensity 5 that I did the other day, we didn't actually get that many snipers. We got like maybe 5 the entire run. It was a lot of crushers and a lot of ragers. A couple flamers, a lot of trappers too. Not a lot of dogs. Shields can have tough gain on combo hit. Can they? Knife is still a little bit better. It has a little bit more damage. But if you can get toughness gained on combo hits with the shield, it's probably not as bad either. Fuck! I didn't knock him over the side. I got close. Can't get them blasted off. Trying. I do need more revives for like actual dead people, not just like picking people up who tripped on the ground.
Data stream. Acceptable quality.
I find it weird that shields get only 4 perks total. There's a lot of weapons that only have like a couple perks. But like the ones for like veteran and get the overlap, man, those ones have like fucking 12 to like 15. It's ridiculous how many different perks there are. Whenever you go off the XII, you always think, man, I wish I had the XXI right now. Yeah, not wrong. That's just kind of how it goes. The bolter's for fun. The braced autogun's not too bad, but it definitely sucks at range. But it's very good. I personally use the Cantrell LA. The thing is, like, when you actually look at the stats of the LA versus the XII, there's very little difference. There is significantly little difference. Yeah, I've had that a couple times on Heresy difficulty. Fucking 3 Sightbears just sitting next to each other. You like try to take one out and all 3 shoot you and you just drop to the floor.
Good to proceed. Head in the direction of code and control.
Cadia finally fell, huh? So many proud soldiers gone. Just like that. Such is the price of hubris.
Their bravery spurs the rest of humanity on to serve as best we can.
Sitting in the Ogren? I mean, you could, but you just have the sharpshooter veteran to shoot it a couple times. God damn it, James. What did I teach you? Close the door behind you. You're inviting unwanted pests in.
My bad.
My luck, the vet has an auto pistol. We do. There's some vets that stand by the fucking auto and las pistol for some reason. It blows my mind every time I see one. Oh, there goes James.
Lost you 220 combat stunts. Got the trapper.
No, please, don't pick him up! Ah! I wanted to punch him. Is him his dancer? What does that even mean? stealths need to step up and kill the armored boys. I mean, they can when they can. Zero companion.
Engaging!
Efficiency per shot. This one's from the shop. And then this one's from the Imperium edition. Yep. It's the Imperium edition. I love it. I like skulls. I like black. I like skulls. I like reds. I am an edgelord.
Strike Force Beta 5 are already in the air.
They'd better be quick if they're coming.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yep, backpacks from the Imperium edition as well. It's the only way to get a quote-unquote accessory right now. I don't think any skins come with an accessory currently. Question mark. Might be wrong. Yeah, it's weird there's no, like, penance for, anything. Like, accessories. It's only for, class-specific gives you, things, right? I know. Forehead thing right there to say, you know, your class things give you things. But your class ones give you clothes for your class, right? And then, like, you have trinkets if you do a certain thing. Like, kill this many enemies gives you, like, a different little penances and whatnot. And then there's, like, 2 to 3 different tiers of helmets. And then the rest of it is just, the rest of it is just trinkets for your gun. And you can't even see the trinkets 99% of the time because they're just not in a good spot. You can only see them when reloading occasionally. And then I also just like the handkerchief over the face. I've always been a fan of, like, handkerchiefs over faces. Like, partial face coverings. I've never been a big fan of helmets. All helmets look awful. They're just fucking brain buckets. Not a big fan of brain buckets. What do you think is gonna get nerfed, Serix? Because they already released their patch notes. Ogryn gets the worst set in the Imperial Edition? Maybe. I haven't made an Ogryn yet to check it. A lot of rebalancing, a lot of buffs. And then a nerf to the power sword for whatever reason. It was literally the only good melee weapon for veterans, but I digress. Also, Dopey played Toontown. Played that a lot when I was a kid. There's 2 versions out right now. There's the OG, as close to the original as possible version, which is Toontown rewritten. The only thing that's different that they added to the game that wasn't a part of the OG version when I was a kid too, is gardening and the Cellbot Task Force. Those got added. Very good. I enjoy those. And then they also have Toontown Corporate Clash, which plays more like an actual MMORPG. It's kind of interesting. Chainsword should outperform Power Sword with specific blessings after nerf. Yes and no. There's also other reasons why we, as veterans, don't take chain weapons. Or, like, for example, Zealots are the only ones. Nope, nothing's pay to play. It's all free to play. Everything's free. There's no cosmetics. There's nothing. It is complete. You use in-game currency for cosmetics, like, you know, clothing, but, like, the actual, like, you know, cosmetics you don't have to pay for. I can hook you up, send you a link to Toontown Rewritten. And then there's another version called Toontown Corporate Clash, which is a reimagining of Toontown in today's standards as an MMO, with like levels and stat blocks and stuff. Another cool thing is if you want to feel like a kid again, because, you know, our generation is all traumatized and we all want to feel like a kid again.
Regulations 8 to 112.
Yeah. But if you want to do stuff like feel like a kid again, you can sign up for their monthly newsletter where they actually send you IRL mail, and then on top of that they give you the 3 cards like you used to get when you were subbed back in OG Toontown, of like the different like cogs as cards, the fish, you know, like the jellyfish, the pool sharks, you know, stuff like that, and of tunes. Yeah, it's super dope.
Bastion 220 combat stunts.
Toontown Rewritten. Monsty will type it out for you, because I'm gonna make her, because I have trouble saying some words in English because my nose is always clogged, and I probably need to get a nasal surgery to fix it.
Bastion 220 engaged.
Oh, that's why we're not progressing. Okay, I need to take care of that fucker.
Watch it, sharpshooter.
The one reimagined to an MMO today is called Toontown Corporate Clash. Monsty will now also type that one. Toontown Corporate Clash. Yeah. So Toontown Rewritten, the one that she has typed previously, that is the one that is reimagined Toontown with minor upgrades, and then Toontown Corporate Clash is the MMO one. Both are good in their own right. I'm working on Toontown Rewritten, as you've seen from my channel. And then I'm going to eventually do Corporate Clash, probably after I get off bed rest, because I'm slowly coming up on finishing my Rewritten thing. So yeah. Jesus Christ, James. Why did you send me this? Why? What is this copy pasta? Have I seen a power sword with power cycle? Dev says it's not out of the pool for the weapon. I haven't seen one. Maybe, actually. I have 2 power swords, so... I have Brutal Momentum and Slaughter for this one. And then Brutal Momentum and Supercharge for this one.
What is your instruction? Concluded.
The thing is, the power sword only has like 6 traits, like 6 blessings. So, like, power cycler is one of them, but I haven't seen one ever. Ooh, that's a pretty nice combat axe. Too bad combat axes suck ass.
Do the Emperor proud. I know you will.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. I guarantee you that the devs said that they put it in as a pool, and then it's not actually in the game. Like, they didn't fucking tick the true box in their coding for it to be like that. Alright. Getting close. We're only at 218 apparently. Even though we've definitely been playing more than 3 matches, but I digress. A 0 kill glitch definitely has made me play way more than 250 matches for my veteran, but alright. Yeah, no, that's exactly. Even if it's rare, there's realistically somebody who should have seen one, even if it's an awful one. Just haven't found one. It's probably that they didn't check the true configuration in their coding to allow it to actually appear in the pool for that weapon, but it is what it is. One of your coworkers says you look like Tom Cruise from Castaway. Yeah, no, Wilson's the soccer ball, volleyball. In that movie. Just watched your video on the Overwatch Penance vid. Great video, great advice. I'm glad I could help Dominic. If you also need any personal help getting that penance for whatever reason, I am around, and you are more than willing to, you know, ask for advice or help on it, I can definitely do so and take you through. Consignment yards in rotation until probably Friday. Personal. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you you know, need some personal help.
I'm gonna throw that jar of peanut butter at you. I'll fight you.
Why are these soldiers hanging back? What do they know that I don't?
That's why you stayed? What, because I help you with your penances?
It's for the personal help. The personal lessons.
Oh, the personal help and lessons? Giggity. Yeah.
Ah, yes. How splendid.
Well, if you don't mind, while you're getting water, can you grab me something to drink? Please? Something. Just whatever pop is there on the table. Thanks.
This place never stops working, does it?
Definitely be needing help with some randoms can be. I completely understand it. Feel free to send me a friend request on Steam. It's same as the YouTube name. Easy to find. Eventually, one day, when I become so popular that I have to personally hand select my friends, I'll have to change my Steam name. And I'll have to change it to something weird. Like Popcorn Fiddler 47. There's already a monstrosity. Change it to Psyker main XXX. I thought that was Jasmine. Felt like Jasmine jumped into my chair. I was like, oh, hi, baby girl. Yeah, you, my other baby girl. Did Fat Char talk about when we're getting subclasses or whatever? Because Vermintide 2 had like 15 classes unreleased, Darktide has 4. They said they are not doing quote-unquote subclasses. They're only doing classes, so they're going to eventually do a 5th class within the first 3 months of release. So we still got a while until we get a different class. So right now we have Psyker, Zealot, Sharpshooter, and Ogren. We'll be getting a different one entirely. You don't have it on Steam? Got it through Game Pass? Oh, fuck, then we can't even play together. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That's a big fucking rip. Not until they give us crossplay, but right now there's no crossplay. So the slots need to be increased? Yep. Yeah? Did you shake treats? You can't just make the fat little girl run to you because you have something she wants. It works, but you shouldn't do it.
I mean, look at her. She's right there.
I know. Yeah, they said they're working on crossplay back when there was the fucking closed beta. Like back in September or October, whenever it was. Before the post-October pre-order beta. Yeah, she must have been chilling upstairs. She's so fat, she just makes a chunky jump. I did not, I thought you did. Oh, yeah, no, I thought you fed the cats because you, I thought you fed the bunnies because you fed the cats. Because if I did that, you would have yelled at me to go feed the bunnies.
I wake up and feed the cats alone 99% of the time. And then normally I wake up and I feed the bunnies and I forgot because I got woken up.
What a splendid hero.
Fair. Yeah, no, I don't blame you right there, Dominic. Game Pass players are definitely built different. Although to be fair, a lot of console gamers are built different in general, so I understand what you're talking about.
How is it that most people say built different, it means a good thing, and when you say it somehow sounds like an insult?
Because it is.
I didn't get a single tree?
Yeah, no, my dad said the same thing.
The fuck?
I'm gonna get you something even better than a Reese's Christmas tree tomorrow, alright? Call them your tits.
No.
Stop hitting me with your goddamn fun bags. Oh my god, you're gonna dislocate my shoulder.
Not my fault.
Stop having fucking H-cup titties. I don't know what else to say.
Well, they triple D.
I don't know, actually. I don't know the proper...
Neither do I. Nobody knows. It's made up as it goes along.
Tit sizes are made up. There's a Damon host. Matt Damon host. But yeah, I suspect they're going to introduce crossplay when the game starts to die. But right now on Steam, the player base is down pretty fucking bad. Like, we're down over 65% of our player base already. So we need anybody and everybody, even if they're coming from, I mean, if we going home, I'm gonna turn them lights down low, baby. We gonna get real freaky. surprised she's letting you hold her.
You're just traumatized that now.
No, she doesn't like when I hold her as much. She likes to sit in my lap and she'll lay on my legs and lay on my tummy. But she definitely does not enjoy when I hold her. Jax enjoys when I hold him, though. Crossplay is definitely a must. Not being able to play with other PC players just because the Game Pass is bullshit. Yeah, I agree. It does work like that, though. Alright, I want to play a Psyker now. That dude was hilarious. That fucking voice line was god tier. He just started harmonizing that he's this, like, I killed a trapper, yes! I want to play a Psyker now.
Oh, so now I can set it so you'll become a Psyker.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Glad I have permission now.
Psychers break the fourth while they're crazy. They're fucking they're a treat. They argue with the subtitles because it says the wrong thing. It's probably worded wrong and they just added it as their personality because they couldn't be asked to fucking change it. Or maybe it is actually written that way. It's the crazy psyker, the loner. That's what I want. I gotta find a voice that I can listen to and enjoy the entire time. It's why I like the professional. The professional just so good. Not only that, but the professional veteran voice actor also plays Darktide. So, you know, he's a pretty cool dude. Oh my god. He missed his bomb throw? Oh my god, this game's over. You could tell who actually voice acted in this game, who actually wanted to voice act, and who didn't, and just did it for a paycheck. It's very obvious when you listen to the lines during the reading of that paragraph. You could tell who actually wanted to be like a voice actor for this game and who just didn't, who did it for a paycheck. The professional was definitely like the only one for the veteran that didn't sound like he just did it for a paycheck. Ooh. Killed all of the scab gunners at the same time. Very nice.
Iterative phase nearing completion.
Nothing there. Alright. The endgame loop sucks. It's because the endgame loop right now is log in every hour. Is there anything good or better than what I have? No, log out. Is there anything better than what I have? Yes. Okay, grab it. Upgrade it. Did I brick the weapon? Yes, log out. After deleting that item. Did I brick the item? No. Upgrade it again. Repeat process. The jump from tier 3s and 4s isn't that big. It's noticeable, but it's not like I gotta like focus hard. Like it's kind of like why I run Malice. Malice feels like sedation to me. I just run it while talking to people because that's the whole point. That's why I stream. I don't stream to necessarily be entertaining or do anything in general or whatever. It's just to hang out and talk with people, and it's the difficulty that most people I expect are going to be comfortable on and be able to perform without looking like an idiot. Tier 4 you gotta focus a little bit, and then tier 5 you're just like as focused as 4, but you gotta like focus a little bit more and have comms, just because enemies are a little bit more spongier. Makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh my god, get me out of here. The flames. Bro's treating me like I'm a fucking... Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are just having trouble, but they're also jumping into a tier that is, like, not ready for them, or, like, they're not understanding what, like, stats do in this game. They're playing this like it's Left 4 Dead, and they're not understanding that this is more like Borderlands. Like, it's Borderlands with the game loop. So, the essence of the game loop for this is get your money, get your resources, get a better weapon, upgrade, and then press further. Like, for example, there was this real fucking stupid dude, right? Like, he had to have, like, the IQ of, like, lukewarm water, right? He was telling me, like, man, my bolts are so good, I could do tier 4s on, like, you know, level 20. So, like, I went to go take him in, and then I was like, hey, man, what kind of stats you got for your weapon and what you're using? He's like, I'm using a bolt gun. I was like, of course, you know, he's playing a veteran. Then he told me about his stats, and I'm like, you have 30% damage on your bolter and a 15% reload speed on your bolter. I was like, alright. Then I told him he needs to fix his stats, and then he started fixing his stats, and, you know, he started getting better at the game, and now he's really strong, and I, you know, now I play with him often. Pretty good dude, too. I enjoy him. Real nice guy. Bit of a meme lord. But, you know, who isn't anymore? Watch a random streamer and they stood there fist fighting a horde with no dodges or blocks or shoves. Yeah. Sounds about right. It's like people forgot the tutorial or advanced tutorial. I can promise you, a lot of people ignored the advanced tutorial. And even more so, the advanced tutorial and the tutorial also just didn't work as they were supposed to. They changed so much within like the first week of pre-order beta and the actual release of the game that it actually affected the game significantly. And it makes people not understand the actual concepts of the game. Because if you look at the tutorial says, like, you know, if you start shooting at ranged enemies, they will seek cover. It doesn't matter what they're doing. If you shoot at them as a suppression mechanic, they run away and they seek cover. They don't do that. They sit there and tank shit. Makes no sense. Then you do the same for, like, yeah, the suppression mechanic's really buggy. Then they said, like, if you take toughness damage, it's gonna only chip away at your toughness damage until your toughness damage, you know, gets completely gone. Then you'll start taking health damage. But they got rid of that too. They made it where it doesn't do that. Now it's your toughness damage is like a damage decreaser. So like your first hit on melee doesn't take away your health. There's the bleed through now. Yeah, the whole bleed through. It's just, it's silly. Like, I don't know what else to call it. Aw, jump down. God damn it. Yeah, and then all the other suppressant stuff, like Terrifying Barrage or anything like that, they just instantly switch to melee, so there's no reason for them to try and run away from you. Which, again, is just kind of leading into the point of, like, the tutorial doesn't function as it should, and essentially the Sicarium, too, just doesn't function as it should if you go back for the tutorial itself. It is what it is. Nothing you can do about it, though. Ow. How many people know the meat grinder exists? Probably very little unless they actually explore the map.
That's why you don't cross me,
yeah? Yeah, I was thinking of telling people, or like doing a veteran tutorial of like, hey, so you want to play a veteran. Here are some things you should know when making a veteran, like, if you are shooting certain enemies, you got to shoot them in this spot. If you're taking certain perks, you have to know that certain perks don't mesh well with other veterans and actually cause them to bug out. There's, you know, stuff like height actually matters on a veteran. If you're the smallest height-wise on a veteran that you could be, you can use cover and you won't get shot. But if you're at the max height, you can use cover, but you also get shot. And there's a bunch of other stuff, and it's like little stuff that you need to focus on and think through and blah blah blah. But there's so much to it. But I feel like if I make a tutorial, nobody's gonna look at my veteran tutorial because like every other big YouTuber and streamer has their own stuff, and people are gonna gravitate towards that naturally. So I just left that one alone, and I decided to focus on stuff people aren't going to focus on as much. Like Penances, or like actual gameplay mechanic issues, or things in general that people are also struggling with that I can help them out with by just giving them advice or like showing them a penance or like how to do something. And I feel like that's where I kind of solidified myself in the Darktide community, is I'm that guy that will help you with a penance if you're having an issue. But if you're looking for like a build or anything, that's not me. Like, I have my own build. It's a for fun build. It's not like a sweat build. It's just there to dick around with. Nothing good there immediately. Both of those are awful. If those were 70%, the minimum, that wouldn't be too bad. And no whites that are good. Yeah, that's what I have too. I have max height, so I can shoot over cover, but I also get shot back. Why did it have to be raids? Oh, well, I'll do silo cluster. Also shit like breakpoints? What do you mean by breakpoints? Like how stat increases don't matter if you don't hit a breakpoint? Yeah, makes sense. Like the 2% stat increases stuff, or like what things you need to look for. Because tomorrow I have videos coming out on like specifically for veterans of like what weapons you should look for, what percentages you should look for your 3 main stats for a weapon, and then like what kind of blessings I personally would take, and then what are like the general community standpoint on like what you should take. And like I also give my opinions at the end of like what you should take or what I would take, or explain why certain things are working a certain way. Other than that, like I just did that, but I figured that's good for like people who are playing veteran. If I do other classes, I'll eventually do those too. Well, I shouldn't say that. Like, like I said, I got like less than 30 missions now at this rate, where I have to play veteran, and then I'm done, and then I move on to whatever you guys vote as. And also your perks, how much your perks and blessings actually matter on your weapons. And that there's different levels to your tiers of blessing, and the game even tells you what the differences are, and how close you are to a perfect roll of a percentage than you are having a mediocre roll percentage. Or just a bad roll. Game tells you it through little icons and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Be cool if blessings weren't just all X power increase. Yeah. That's the problem though. It's like, what else would you put as a blessing on your weapon if you couldn't just add more damage? Okay, I missed the dog. Playstyle differences. The only blessing that actually adds a playstyle difference only is on autoguns, which is weird. But excuse me. The blessings for the autogun. There's one that's called run and gun. Allows you to run and shoot your weapon at the same time. What's up, bud? Yeah, you want to hit? Alright, there you go. Yep.
No return if we continue.
Precision fire underway!
Oh. There's a dog. And a mute. And a pox roaster. We. Alright.
That's what's left of the water cartel. Nothing lasts forever, except the master of mankind.
What you have?
They're all empty.
That's all empty.
Yeah. There's only 6 of those.
Well, you killed them.
Yeah, I know. Right now, from the samey playstyle, since we don't have a variety of subclasses too, and the good blessings are all damage increase. Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of good changes to this game from like Vermintide. Like, they realistically should have kept a lot of Vermintide samey stuff. Like, they should have kept like 4 classes from the start with 3 different subclasses, all with their own different levels, all with their own different penances, all with their own unique play style, and then make it so that like we have damage from our classes. Because like I feel like we get some damage increases from our classes, but a lot of it is mostly just like toughness and health and stuff.
You would think we'd kill the horde before you two went like way ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Jax! Stop it. Jax, stop! Clawing my chair. God damn it, boy.
Your colleagues need you, Roughneck. Don't think that we're mates. You hear? Down. Find another way out.
And I mean, I understand they wanted to try something different, but sometimes different isn't always good. Sometimes sticking with a formula that works, that doesn't alienate your community, helps. Because like right now I feel like, even though we're in a quote-unquote full release, I still feel like we're in a beta. I still feel like this game still needs about 6 to 8 more months in the oven before it's a fully realized game. Before it has everything that we're looking for in a community, or like looking for in a game. And it's such a sad feel, because it feels like that with every game nowadays. Like the last good complete game that I played was a fucking indie game named Choo Choo Charles. Yeah, no, especially when it's the same game, but it's just like a different system. Like, I understand it. Like, to a point, I understand that, like, there are some things that are defendable. There are some things that are realistic in, like, why it needs defending. Like, I understand that to have a game with a cosmetic shop, you have to put 30 days into it before your game releases and make sure that everything works so that way that there's not issues. I understand that. That's fine. So people who argue about the cosmetic shop and why it's there and how there's not all this other stuff doesn't make sense to me. Because it legally has to be there before you can use it or, you know, mess with it or whatever, right? So people who complain about that are just monk weird. But there are still things that are unacceptable for when your game launches that you don't have, that you've shown in like a pre-order beta or in your closed beta, that just don't work as they should. Like suppression. You changed toughness, but you didn't change it in your tutorial. You don't show the percentages for weapons, and it gets weird because people actually want to be able to do good numbers and stuff. Like the little bars didn't really help. Numbers help. It doesn't help when you don't tell us what you're buffing or what you're nerfing, because transparency needs to be a thing. It makes it really hard to trust the company that doesn't tell me why they're buffing my weapon or why they're nerfing my weapon. I need to understand why things are bugged and what you're fixing and what your priorities are. Because if you don't tell me, I don't feel like you're being honest with me, and I feel like I just got scammed out of money. And it's also like you've had other games that you've done in the past that function similar, but if you're like updating to a different system, I get it, you gotta rebuild from scratch. But even so, you know what was successful in your previous games and what didn't work. Yeah, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fully functioning crafting system. Yeah, and like, I was one of those people that played Vermintide 2 on release. Vermintide 2 on release was absolute ass. It was a horrendous experience. It was so bad, and the only thing that they had that worked was the Twitch integration. That was the only thing that worked, and 90% of the time it didn't work. It worked for getting people to like vote for shit, but it didn't actually like work 90% of the time. They didn't add this to this Darktide, which is a shame, because like, if I'm in a private game, I would love to have Twitch integration. It'd be so much more fun. Make a little bit of, you know, directions.
Ammo. Just what I need.
You'll have to come right out. Lucky you.
Yeah, the crafting system also would feel better. Make it feel less RNG. But it still is pretty heavy RNG, since we can't change whatever we want on any of our weapons. Because once we choose which perk we're going to change, the other one's permanently locked. So you have to find a weapon that has at least one really good perk before you start upgrading it. Which means if there's like one that doesn't have like a fully optimized percentage perk that's really good, you gotta reset. You gotta get a new weapon. I mean, you should have saw that coming. Yeah. And it's okay that the game is fundamentally bad at the foundation. It's still a fun game. It's just not a game that people are going to sit down and play all the time and be really happy about it. It's going to be a game that people are going to sit down, play. They're going to play with their friends. And then when they're not playing with their friends, they're not going to play. Or they're going to be like min-maxers who want to do like the hardest difficulty end-game stuff. But right now they're gate-capped or they're walled off by other content, such as no crafting system. Or they have to log in every hour on the hour and hope that they have a good weapon in the shop, because you can't just buy good weapons. You have to play the RNG marketplace game. And even then, the RNG market is a little bit worse than the curio shop. And the curio shop is kind of weird in itself. Like, I work all week to do these challenges, and then I'd expect some good high-level gear, and then all of a sudden, like, I look at it, and 90% of it's actually worse than what I would buy in the fucking marketplace. The thing is, the shop should be able to be re-rolled for cash. Yeah, Milk Shop's awful. It's a scam. I saw one. Yeah, it should be only high-rolled stuff. Ah, I got trapped. Whoops. Sorry, I got distracted by my cat. But none of it's good. Like, I saw a 510 headhunter. I didn't buy it because it's a headhunter. But now that they're buffing the headhunter, I kind of feel like I should have fucking bought it now. But that's the highest thing I've ever seen in a milk shop. Everything else is usually like 450 and below. Yeah. Yes, he did. That's also the problem with Vermintide 2, is like, it was a game that has been built up for years, like, what, since like 2015? There's so much that they learned that was bad with that game that they could have learned to put into this game that would have been good. And then progress with it in its own unique way or idea, if you didn't want to just flat up just take everything from Vermintide 2 and put it in here. There was the roguelike missions. Story missions would be cool for this game, like to have an actual story on top of the random gameplay elements. You know, community events where like we have to kill this many Nurgles or, you know, something, or like we get good modifiers for the week or in the month. And then same with like if we failed to do so, you know, bad modifiers for the week / month. Yeah, it's silly that we're rerunning through the same shit that they've gone through. Like, there's no reason that we should be running into the same issues that they had on Vermintide. It really just doesn't make sense from a fundamental standpoint.
If we go down there, that's it.
Yeah, that's really what it was. Like, those little cutscenes in between. I can tell you, I learned exactly fuck all from them. All I learned from those little, like, cutscenes was, you're expendable, now fuck off. You're expendable, now fuck off. You're expendable, now fuck off. Hey, go learn from this other person that you're expendable, fuck off. Hey, you're still expendable, but there's a traitor among you. And we're gonna kill the traitor. Alright, I hope I killed the traitor, now fuck off. Yeah, it really does feel like we're NPCs. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't feel like I'm a character in this story of Darktide. I just feel like I'm an NPC and everybody else is like the actual characters and I have to listen to their story. Yeah, like, we didn't even have any lead up to, like, this dude was a traitor or anything. Like, there was zero lead up to this. It was just like, oh, this guy's a traitor. Yeah, I had no fucking clue who that guy was. I just knew he was a traitor.
Ready and kill shot. Almost there.
You know, if it was like Hadron was the traitor, you know, it'd be like, okay, this makes sense, you know? Like, at least there would be like some sort of build up to it. It was just like, there's a traitor. Boom. Okay. Go about your day. Oh, you had an Ogren? Oh, or, well, you're an Ogren. Never mind. I was about to say, the person who was a traitor in my story wasn't an Ogren. It was just kind of funny. Yeah, I got you. Because I was about to say, like, the traitor in my mission was just some random fuck-off, like, human-looking thing. Or human, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, like, I guess when you are playing as an Ogren character, it would be weird that they would consider you a traitor. When, like, your whole thing is, like, I like medals because they're shiny. I hope I get a new one at the end of every mission. And then... It's also like I like to protect the little ones. You know, it's like they're just giant children. They're just adorable. It's like, yeah, they're totally traitors. Yeah, it was just some random fuck off lady in the background. Yeah, exactly. Ogrins are loyal and they just don't have an agenda. They're just silly little dudes. And girls. Well, we actually don't know if Ogrins have females. Maybe, I don't know. The Warhammer 40K universe lore is
GG.
really spread apart.
GG اخ اللي دخل لي حيلة.
There's also like no bonus rewards or anything for like getting to 30. Like once you hit 30, like every mission just gives you the same amount of ordo dockets and experience as, you know, you were getting. Like there's no conversion rate of experience to more ordo dockets, so you could, you know, effectively buy more stuff. Extra reward would be nice, for sure. There's also a thing with the Emperor's Gifts. People were digging around in the code and just, like, messing with it. And apparently you are limited on how many Emperor's Gifts you get a week. You only get, I think, 5 a week. And after you exceed those 5, you don't get any more. Or, like, the chances are you get, like, such a low percentage to get one that it's just, like, unbearable to farm to get one. Yeah, there's a hard limit. I think it's 5. He ran 130 plus quick plays and said he was limited to 20 per week. Yeah, I don't know why they would limit it, like some mobile game shit. I think it's, again, just, like, they want people to keep playing, and, like, a lot of their stuff is FOMO-based, and it doesn't make for a very good experience when you're trying to min-max. But, like, again, I play for fun. I'm just here to dick around, get penances, have fun, until another game comes out that'll take up all my time. The problem is there's nothing out right now that is even worthy of my time, so I just play until something else will come out. A lot of games are like this, though. It is what it is. Like, even with,
The primary smelter at Metal
Bubba.
36 has been disabled by
You
enemy
doing?
action. Fix it. There's a demonic infestation at play here. Purging
A
the
cat
corruption
just stabbed me with his
should resolve the
nails.
situation. Get the production lines running again. The fate of Atoma might just depend on them.
Yeah. I feel like that's why everybody's, like, gone back to Destiny 2. You know, they haven't played it since, like, its release. People are just excited to just play something.
Get a lungful of that! Hot metal and charring!
Atmosphere scrubbers are functioning. This is a temporary malaise.
Who needs guns? Guns need to be made. Or would you prefer defeat?
Must be a cork in it.
Three runs and giving up lag is making this penance a bitch. You guys have lag? Dude, fuck that. I'd be pissed as fuck with that. Doesn't help this game feels like it only has 3 maps, gets repetitive quick. I mean, it also doesn't help that I've also been playing like the same 3 maps. But yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. A lot of the maps have a very similar layout, or they use the same-ish design layouts or like color scheme. Like, there's piss yellow maps. There's gray metal, gunmetal maps. And then there's Enclavicum Barros, which is the really nice blue map that you have to cross the bridge. Yeah, they use the same map or reverse it or just choose a different side to pick you up on. Server connection issues and lag issues like crazy. Well, hopefully the patch tomorrow fixes it for you. Eventually, we'll get new maps that don't all look the exact fucking same. It's just gonna be another Vermintide 2 thing. We're gonna have to wait 6 to 8 months for the game to actually feel like a game, and then everything after those 6 to 8 months will actually start to feel like, you know, bonus content and stuff. And then we just gotta hope they don't, you know, make us pay $20 or $30 or like $40 for accessories and other stuff. There will be like a couple good cosmetics, and then after that, there won't be anything good. You don't want to go back to Destiny 2? I agree. I left Destiny 2 after I did my world first completion on that shitty fucking raid that you have to kill the guy who looks like a space marine who has a bubble. Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, I have a couple world firsts for a couple games. I did world's first for Destiny 1's Vault of Glass. I was the one who discovered the glitch where you could push the guy off the map and instantly kill him in the first phase. I did WoW. I was never world first on that. I wasn't mechanically skilled enough, and I was a squeaker, so I couldn't do WoW stuff. I was the world's first for raid completion on Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer raids when those dropped, and I did world first for Destiny 2 for the one raid that you have to kill the guy with the bubble and he looks like a space marine. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. Yeah, understandable, Dominic. I don't blame you. The fact there's not a lot of cross-playing with Destiny as well is also kind of... Alright, I'm gonna get the skull ripped right. I got him. Real Ogren right there. Trying to pick him up even though he's getting picked up.
No way back up. Fracking typical.
About to go back to Warframe when they add cross-saving. I'm surprised they're actually adding cross-saving to that game. They said they never could do it because they said they could never get the patches for Xbox and PC and PS4 to line up. But if they have cross-saving, I might go back to Warframe. I think I have 35,000 platinum on Warframe. So that's like, what? 5 grand? Yeah, I was also a Warframe player. I did the 100 Forma challenge. I did 100 Formas on on the Ash Prime. I was one of those 100 former players. I'm not surprised they added crossplay at all. Warframe's like game has been dying for the longest fucking time. It just hasn't been good in a long time, and they're trying to make it good, but it's definitely one of those games that I could see it just never being good again. At some point, it's just a flex. The reason I was saving up that much platinum on that game was because I wanted to buy a primed one-shot or something. It was like the first shot on your sniper rifle like does like 300% bonus damage or something, and like there's only 100 of them in the entire game. So I was trying to save up to buy one because they were going for about 50k platinum. I think they're like significantly more now. I think they're like 300k. I don't know. They're really expensive. Warframe PvP was something else true to that. The PvP was fun, but it was super buggy too. My only point for continuing Warframe is the grind Grand Prime. I've had it since its release, but I've been too lazy to build and level it up to use it. Oh yeah. Back in the day when I played Warframe, they only had one Prime, and you had to be a founder for it. Now everybody and their mother gets a Prime form like 8 months after their release.
Will you look at that? Revolting!
The bastard is no more!
Can't do this without
Yeah. Yeah, the market for primes is fucked with vaulted primes always being re-released. Yep. You want to know the worst thing?
waste of a uniform.
When I started playing again, and everybody told me that they were never re-releasing primes, right? I went and I bought Ember Prime. And at the time when the money like market for platinum was super volatile, Ember Prime for the whole Ember Prime costed about 1,000 platinum. Which, for those of you who don't know, like 1,000 platinum back in the day was probably about $300. Yeah, ribbons were fucking stupid. And then you want to know what happened right after I bought Ember? Anyway, you want to know what happened after I bought Ember? They told us that she was going to be re-released.
Engaging precision fire! Gunner, light them up!
So I was really mad. I would only buy when I got 90% off. And the problem was with back in the day, if you had a 90% off, you could use the whole day. Like to buy platinum. So what I would do is I would realize like how much would like the biggest platinum bundle be, and how much of it could I buy if it's 90% off. And then what I would do is, like, I would do some math and I would figure it out, and I'd be like, okay, so I need this much money, and then I could do this, and then I could get everything that I need for a while. So that's what I did. I bought like $200 worth of like the biggest platinum bundle, but I bought it when it was 90% off. So I used to get like 5,000-6,000 platinum at a time, and then I wouldn't play again after I bought everything. I wouldn't play for like 6 months, so it'd give me another 90% off. Because I started picturing together how many, like how long you had to be off to get a 90% coupon. If you were off for 6 months or longer, you'd get a 90% coupon. Back with the old devs. If you came back before then, you'd get anywhere from a 25% to a 75%, and it was always random. But if you're off for line for 6 months, like on the dot, you'd get a coupon. What do you call it? A coupon? Coupon. I get me a coupon. A coupon. But yeah, that's what I would do. I was also one of those gamers that took advantage of the pay-to-win marketplace in Diablo 3, back when you could sell your gear for real-life money. I sold the... Oh. I sold the Immortal King set for like 80 grand back in the day. Just a full set for barbarians. It's good times. Good money. Cool. Other things I wanted. Buddy is going ham. He wants to play. He's a very playful but awkward boy. Hi, Bubba. I gave him a hug and he fell. I gave him a hug and he freaked out and started backing up, so he just fell off my chair.
We go down here, we're not coming back.
Yeah, yeet.
It is killing to see the place so still.
But looking at the time, I'm gonna make this one my last one. I'm probably just gonna like speed run tomorrow the rest of my missions, just so that way on Friday we can start fresh with whatever character gets voted. And I'll have to check it at noon and then close out the poll. This mission's been a shit show. Everybody keeps going down. I'm also like trying to have a conversation and like pay attention, but it's making it a little difficult. Okay. I really hope they. I mean, we gotta address ghost hit shots. Like these are bad.
Bomber's dead.
Get out of my head.
Yeah. The only reason hit reg is bad is because it doesn't focus on upticks. For some reason, a game runs on downticks, which makes it super easy to script with compared to upticks. Go figure. And for some reason, I think Fat Shark said scripting is cool. So if there's like a regular lasgun you like and you want to introduce a script to it to make it into a full auto, you can. There's a bunch of weird shit you can do. I don't know why you would want to do it. It ruins the enjoyability of the game, but it is something. Yep. You see the blood spray or the sound goes, you know, all of them like converge together and it's like, oh, that should hit, and then it never does. It's really painful sometimes. But like I said, I'm gonna call that. That's gonna be my 5 to 9 stream. And I will see you guys on Friday. I'll let you know what we're playing and where we're going. And then start grinding that character out and seeing what penances we need to get and what other crazy crap we can get into. But I appreciate everybody always coming to hang out and just talking. Psycher voter fraud. Shut the hell up, James. But yeah, nah. I'll see you guys Friday. You guys take care. So if you go to the channel, excuse me. God damn. So if you go to the channel and you go to the community tab, I have a poll there, and then you can vote on the poll for whatever you would like to see. And there you go. You can vote for Chadgrin, you could vote for Heretic, or you could vote for Palpadream. You know, obviously they all have the original names next to them, like Ogren is, you know, Chadgrin, and then Heretic is for the Zealot, and then Palpadream is for the Psyker. And you can vote. And you can see where the percentages are right now, and then we can go from there. But like I said, until then, I will see you guys on Friday for whatever our new thing is. Take care, guys.